Let's take a behind the scenes look at our upcoming production of Robin Hood.
My daughter and I started reading Robin Hood scripts over the summer. We read through 4 or 5 scripts and selected our favorites and kind of narrowed it down from there.
Every director has their own process, and so this doesn't always pertain to everyone, but for me specifically, you pick out your show, then you visualize how you want your set to look, how you want the action to take place. Then you're building it with models that you're making in your kitchen out of cereal boxes, and then you're, playing it all out with chess pieces. Then you are mapping it out on paper, scene by scene by scene, who goes where. It's a technique that I learned in college, and I hated the process at the time because it was just so time consuming, but I have never been able to shake it or let it go. So I map out every single scene, which actor goes where they exit, where they enter, who's with them backstage. And I map it out in what I call a Bible, and I give that to my stage managers. There's a long-standing tradition of the Sherman Township Hall and Fountain hosting our drama club to perform our theatrical productions, and this year it will be no different. The Fountain Hall is a blessing to us at MCE as we don't have a performance venue there on site. But while it is a blessing, it can also be a curse in a few ways, and it presents various challenges. Being a meeting hall, it is more catered to weddings and large gatherings, things like that, rather than theatrical performances. The space is very lengthy with a tiny, tiny stage up front. And without microphones, this presents an uphill battle for my middle schoolers who are attempting to project their voices to the back of the crowd. The legend of Robin Hood takes place in the Middle Ages, and during that time, Colosseum style or arena style seating was widely used for theatrical productions. And in that style, the stage is always in the center with the audience arranged on all sides. This brings the action closer to the audience, creating high energy, and it allows the actors to enter and exit through the crowd from different directions. So I decided late last summer that this was my approach for this production. The kids love it, and when you've got 14 students out there sword fighting in the center with a crowd all around, it is such a spectacle. It's a lot of fun.
I started collecting props and costume pieces throughout the summer, and it kind of took over my house. I'm very much a method actor, and I get very, very into character. And when I direct, it's no different. So it very much takes over my life, and I'm kind of stuck in play mode until the play's done, and maybe for the week after. For the costumes, I was inspired by like a Coachella kind of vibe, and so there's a lot of leather and silver studding and spikes and accessories and fun pieces like that. We have a lot of cross-gender casting in this show. It's something that I welcome, and you typically in high school theater get a lot of girls that come out for theater and not as many guys. And so the common trend is to try to find a girl-heavy show. I encourage everyone to just be accepting of playing any part. There's nothing wrong with putting a mustache on your face and going out and playing a guy. It's fun to teach, girls how to stand and walk in a more masculine manner. We do have several young ladies in the production that are playing the parts of men, my daughter included. And so it's really fun to teach them to be big, be strong, be bold, and be powerful. I love teaching girls how to be stronger.
Yes, good. See, I'm teaching you. These are good life skills.
Yep.
Good life skills.
Some guy doesn't know what
That's
no
right.
means.
Someday you're going to have to defend yourself. It's good. Okay, excellent. Now my cheek is there. You'll be my wife. Oh.
Lap box.
Oh. Again. Oh. Oh.
Wife.
Oh. Oh. My wife. Oh. Be my wife. Oh.
Stage combat is something that is near and dear to my heart. I did a lot of it in college, and I don't know if I could ever do a show without any stage combat. It's just so fun. I love teaching that stuff. So, first you're brainstorming all your positions and you're planning out your fight scenes a lot like choreography. And for a dance, a lot like dance choreography, you plan out all your positions, and then you first practice, with sticks, and then you kind of build your way up to your weaponry, just so that everyone is practiced and knows what they're doing, and, getting the kids familiar with, these are the fighting positions. This is how far I have to position myself from my opponent so that no one actually gets hurt. There is a big difference between stage combat and actual combat, where, stage combat, you're not actually aiming for your target. You're aiming beyond and outside of your target to make sure that nobody gets hurt. The kids love it. We have a great time. They love practicing, and we laugh a lot. I've got such a great group of kids. These are your honors students. So these students have all A's and B's. I have 2 stage managers for this show and a couple more kids in tech crew. Stage manager is a very pivotal, important role. It's like the center compass piece that the whole production revolves around. You have to have a good set of hands backstage to ensure that your production is successful. So I have Olivia Bry-Nelson, who is a graduating senior this year, and then I have Miley Kessel, who's in middle school. They are very organized, disciplined, and just reliable young ladies, and they do a fantastic job. You have to keep track of where each prop goes and do prop inventory every night, and make sure that everyone doesn't miss their entrances and exits. It's a great big role. There will be live music performed by the Mason County Eastern Band. The band will be playing 80s rock ballads, kind of like pep band music, and I'm super excited about that. The Mason County Eastern art class has created some beautiful prop pieces and scenery pieces for us. They have worked really hard to partner with us. So between the band, the art class, and the theater department, we just have an awesome group of kids that have put their all into a phenomenal production.
I could not host a production like this without the help of the teachers and administration at my school. They're so good to me. They always have been. And as an alumni, some of these staff members I've known my whole life. Something this scale takes a village to produce. I am so grateful for my community support of parents, contacts at local churches, but also my fellow colleagues at Mason County Central, Ludington High School, and West Shore Community College. Tom Richard, Chris Plummer, and Michelle Kiesel, they have been so encouraging, uplifting, and helpful to me over the years. So come on out to the Sherman Township Hall and Fountain tonight and celebrate our area youth in the arts. Robin Hood opens tonight at 6:30, tomorrow at 6:30, and our final show is Saturday night at 6:30. And if you hadn't had enough theater by the time the weekend's done, Sunday at 2, check out the matinee performance of Ludington High School's Les Miserables.